Hi, Gary. Hi, Tinky. Hi, Natsumi. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Oh, oh my gosh. Oh my god. Sorry about that. It's just hi, five-star Pomeranians. Hi, Cavalia's tables. Okay, I'm just gonna turn on the camera. Oh my god, sorry. It's just that Hamtori didn't find my leg anymore, and she just rolled over. Like she fell. It's just like, I don't know, like 2 centimeters, but she fell, and it sorry. I'm such a terrible dog mom. Yeah. Hi. Hi, everyone. Oh, why thank you, Natsumi. uh not quite sure what I did. How's everyone doing? Such a good time to talk about ticks. We're having a TikTok, a TikTok today. By the way, speaking of that, we are also streaming this on YouTube. So in case that I do get somehow distracted at some point, I beg your your well, not your pardon, but yeah, I apologize beforehand, because I am trying to jiggle here 2 streams at once. Hi, Vito. So good to have you here. So yeah, please do not wonder if I start trying to figure out things on YouTube. I'm sorry about that beforehand. Natsumi says, "I'm sorry, I don't much speak English." Oh, what language do you speak, Natsumi? Tell me. Maybe I speak it, and I can speak to you. How's everyone doing? How is this time better for you? Like, let me know. Like, is this maybe a time where you are more relaxed? You are on your couch. You are on, I don't know, on your bed, maybe about sleep, and you just want me to to make you super sleepy, maybe. Let me know. Or is it like Saturdays for you as well, like it is for my husband and I, that we just like spend it until 11 or 12. Actually, Hamtori was already sleeping, kind of, and yeah, she just like woke up for a live stream because she loves hearing about all of you, of course, and chatting with you, right, Hamtori? Yay! And of course, she knows every time that we go live stream or we go live, she might get some delicious snacks. So yeah, that's of course a perk for her, right, Hamtori? Yay! Oh, you speak Spanish. Yo también hablo español. I speak Spanish too. Yo soy de México. Soy de México, Natsumi. Mucho gusto. I like your laughter. Oh gosh. Yeah, I don't know about that, but I'm sorry. It's the only one that I have. Hold on. So, hello, Hamtori. Hi, Tinky. Hi, hi. So good to have you all here. We're talking about a very, very important topic today, and I don't know. I we ran a couple of polls during the week about this topic about ticks, and one of these topics was that. Sorry, one of these polls was that if ticks are a problem in the country or in the city that you live, and most of the furiends said that yes, it is, and of course, that's not great. But I also ran a poll about if they had ever had some sort of like bite from a tick, and luckily, I think no one said yes, which makes me super happy. And I hope that it stays like this for a long time. But maybe I don't know. Maybe to you, I wanted to ask as well to you. To everyone who's here, have you maybe as a child or as an adult have some sort of bite? Hi, hola Uriel, hola Joel. Have some sort of bite from a tick before, like when you were a child? Hi, Conchita, hola. Buenas noches, Conchita. Um, have you ever had like a bite, you as a child, or as a, in your lifetime, or any dog that you have ever had? Have you ever had that? Yeah, just gonna check out some comments now. Brutal, sí, Natsumi. Perdona que no sabía que hablabas español, pero la pregunta ahora es si alguna vez tú, de niña o de adulta o en tu vida, te ha picado una garrapata o algún perro que hayas tenido. Sorry, I was translating this for Natsumi. This question that I just did to all of you. Ticks are here in the Netherlands a problem. Yeah. I know that they are also a problem in Germany. I personally think I think they are a bigger problem here in Germany as in Mexico. I do remember when I was living in Mexico, you don't really hear about like ticks that much as in Germany. And I guess that you don't hear it because there's not really like a lot of situations there, but you do actually hear from people in Germany um, who have had problems, like on social media, on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Instagram, of course. So it's quite interesting. And I could not quite understand why this is, but like there's two factors I see this is why. The first one is that dog owners in Mexico, at least in previous years, they were not taking their dogs on a walk on like often, right? That's a very like a huge difference to Germany, at least in previous years, because I know that Germany, like Germans are really like how to say, like very continuously taking their dogs on a walk and very disciplined with this. And the second factor that I see, this is like another reason, is that uh, the weather factor. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that later. But yes, it does make a difference, I guess, with this. Dinky, thank you so much for the hearts. That's so sweet. Natsumi says, I'm gonna read it in Spanish. No hay problema. Pues no que yo recuerde, pero si recuerdas a Chloe Viera, pues ella sí me mordió. Oh, Chloe Viera. Chloe Viera. No me acuerdo. Chloe Viera. ¿Es el nombre de una mascota, de un perro o cómo? Gary says, my uncle got Lyme's disease from Lyme's. Am I pronouncing it that right? Because I know this comes from ticks, right? This is one of the diseases that ticks can transfer when they attach to the living thing, right? But yeah, just wondering if this is how I'm pronouncing it right. You as an English native speaker. Yeah, so your uncle got Lyme disease from a tick, but thankfully none of the dogs I've had have been. Oh, that's great. Yeah, like again, luckily all the dogs that I've ever had, like not me but my family, they have never been like bitten from or by a tick, and that is cool. You know, at least in Mexico they are not as common. And here in Germany, luckily we do prevention, um, like yeah, actions, right, to not to deal with them, of course. Hi, 00 Schneider, Didi. Una chihuahua. Ah, una chihuahua. Ay, no, ¿por qué te mordió? Si se puede saber. So basically, Natsumi said that she hasn't had any, like, any tick bite, but she got bitten by a chihuahua named Chloe. So sorry about that, but what happened? Vito says that found a big one on my body with a little pincet. He twisted the tick out of me. He's still alive, but dad let him swim in the toilet and flushed away. Well, your dad handled it very, very well. Vito, actually, that is a perfect way how to, to get rid of a tick whenever, they've already bitten you. Um, One question, Bito, do you or does your dad like notice maybe like the tick? Like I don't know, was it big? You know, what had it been there for a while, or how was it? I'm sorry about that. Where and also a good question could be, where were you? You know, when this happened, could you identify like the place where you had been before, and maybe try to avoid that place? That is a question of mine. And Gary says, that's right. That's a Lyme, I think. Yeah, I was thinking of the Lyme, right? But it's the disease is written with a Y, so yeah. Oh, five-star Pomeranian says, we always catch ticks. Really? Like, how did you, like, you mean that you catch them when they're on the dog, or you catch them like when they are on the grass, or, on their natural habitat? Wow. Like, if you are like a tick hunter, that would be funny, but very cool. Yeah. So, yeah, let's talk about ticks, of course. Let's talk about them, because they are, as of now, at least for Europe, and some other countries that are like kind of on the same like time, right, of the year. They are common as of now. And yeah, so what are ticks? I guess you all know them, but I didn't know them. I have never seen one in my whole life, as again, they were not a big topic in Mexico, and I don't think they are really a big topic as of now. But they do look, my husband, he showed me some pictures and videos of them, because he said he was super scared, right? He was like, oh, you gotta be careful with them, because in Germany they are so like common here, and they are so tiny you cannot really see them. Like, it's not easy to see them, right? And he showed me some pictures, and to me they look a little bit like spiders. And funny thing is that, well, I didn't know this, right? But they are arachnids, and they are very close related to spiders, scorpions, and mites as well. Mites can, as far as I know, mites can also be located sometimes on dogs, and they do have a hard exoskeleton and are usually brown or black. So they have different stages in their life, and of course, these are they can live from weeks to years. So I found that very interesting, because I don't know, I don't know about insects, right, or bugs, but I would not think that bugs live years, like imagine that, right? So impressive. Hi, Mikiko. Hi. Love to have you here. Natsumi says, una pregunta, ¿Hamtori suele ladrar o suele ser tranquila? Hamtori no ladra mucho. ¿Sabes qué? Cuando ladra, ladra cuando estamos durmiendo. Ella duerme en la sala, nosotros dormimos en nuestra habitación. Ella no puede ir a la habitación, no le permitimos eso. Y en la mañana, cuando mi esposo y yo salimos del cuarto, ladra como 3 veces y después ya ve que somos nosotros y se calla. Igual cuando venimos al departamento, entramos, ladra y ya después se calla. Pero usualmente es así, como la ves. So sorry about that. Natsumi was asking if Hamtori usually barks and how often, or if she's usually just like this, as she is now. So I was saying the story that probably many of you know, that she just barks whenever we open the door and we come out of the sleeping room or we come in the apartment. That's usually like the moments, like seconds, where she barks, but apart from that she doesn't really bark, right? So my husband is super quiet today for some reason. He's just like super focused on the tick topic.
That's true. I'm focused on the information.
Yeah, right. Right. Five-star Pomeranian says, no, they bite us. It's actually normal when you are in the field, grass, or forest. Yes, very, very true. Yeah. I cannot, I must admit, I usually, in my first year of when I came into Germany, I used to spend a lot of time during the summer in a big garden. And I was lucky because I got never some sort of like bite from any bug. And I was often or constantly told by my husband mainly that I should be careful about that. But I never discovered anything. I never had anything, and I guess I was just lucky. So, yeah. Um, pooh, sorry. Hi, Sushi. Hi. I'm just gonna read some comments here. And Natsumi says, oh, wow, es muy linda. Nunca había visto un chihuahua que no ladrara tanto. Sí, justamente, bueno, en México yo conozco muchos chihuahuas que pues sí ladran casi todo el tiempo. Te amo, Hunter, y a ti también. Oh, muchas gracias, Natsumi. Nosotros también a ti. So Natsumi was just saying, wow, that is so like incredible that Hamtori is not barking as much. I had never seen a chihuahua that is not barking a lot as many other chihuahuas that I have seen. So yeah, it's kind of a mystery. But of course we try to stay calm, we try to stay not so loud with her, right? And when we give her commands, we try to speak like quiet and not be overly excited or shouting, right? That's also a tip. Sushi Kawai, hi from Brazil, our dearest friend. Hi from Germany. Hi. How are you? We're talking about ticks. And that's also a question, Sushi and Kawai. If you in Brazil have this problem, that if this is frequent in Brazil, because it's super hot, right? But usually, we'll talk about that later, where ticks are. Vito says, very big. He saw it while he petted me. After he twisted from me, Dad was calling the veterinarian for info what to do. But I'm doing fine. That's great. It's great that you didn't get some sort of disease, Vito. That's your dad handled it very well. Natsumi, gracias, Linda. Sí, sorry. So switching back to English. So yeah, again, ticks are arachnids, right? And of course, during each stage of their life, ticks require a blood meal, like as five-star Pomeranians was saying. They do bite the host, right? Could be a dog, could be a human, and they need this in order to like progress in their next life cycle stage. So interesting, right? And of course, depending of the host and of the like the species, because there are different species of ticks. they can live again up to years. That amazed me. I didn't know that. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you did.
And I even didn't know that there are different kinds of,
Yeah, there are different kinds.
even here in Germany.
Probably, like we might. I don't know if that's interesting enough, but um, I mean, we could dive deeper into the different types of ticks, right?
Yeah. The funny thing is, even me didn't saw, didn't see a tick
A tick, right? Like live.
on my skin or somewhere in the grass.
Yeah,
I'm always looking for,
right.
but I never saw
Yeah,
one. But
yeah.
my father, he had, I guess, 20, 30 ticks
What?
in the life.
What?
Yeah,
30?
yeah, yeah. He is open in the woods and in the garden.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. He
Wow.
told me.
Wow. That's a lot. And I mean, it doesn't seem to be that rare because Five-Star Pomeranian says that yeah, that's very common. That's very common for them as well. Wow. Yeah, I'm surprised. I have never seen one live. So hopefully stays like this. And also Hamtori, she has never had this problem. But yeah, anyways, they are ectoparasites. This means that they feed on the blood of the host, or of the human dog, and they do this from the outside, right? And usually they when they find like the host or the dog that they want to bite, they will attach themselves using some parts of their mouths, and they will begin to feed or to get the blood, right? So they can feed for several days or even weeks, of course, depending on the type of tick, and of course on the availability of the host, or the body, right? And during this feeding time, they can transmit these disease causing pathogens to their host, and one of these is what Gary just mentioned, this Lyme disease. So there are other diseases that they can transmit, but one of these yeah, is this Lyme with Y. Yeah. So let's have some let's read some comments here. uh My Kiko says, Kiko is the same. He usually does not bark. He's a shy Chihuahua. That's good. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Of course, a breed, they do usually have some sort of like special, or not special, but common traits, right? That they might carry with their breed. But of course it all depends on personality as well, right? So it doesn't mean that just because you have a Chihuahua they will bark the whole time, right? The dog might just be quiet because they're just like this in their personality. But yeah, of course they are more prone to be barking. But it doesn't have to be like that. Also, something that is very interesting about Hamtori, I don't know if it's the same for Kiko, is that she doesn't shake a lot. I know that many dogs that are, Chihuahua dogs that I've seen, they tend to shake, uh, yeah, more than other dogs that I have seen. So yeah, I found that as well interesting in Hamtari, that she doesn't really like shake or tremble, So, Five-Star Pomeranian says they don't like very hot weather, warm and humid. Yes, that's true. That's very true. Thank you so much for this information, Five-Star Pomeranians. Sushi, I love it. Sushi and KY, they say, we're doing great, my dear. Getting ready for a walk in the park. Oh, that's awesome. Getting a walk in the park. I know that you usually go on walks in the beach. So yeah, a park might be good for a change, but that's cool. We'll have to go now, my dear. Don't worry. Have a good one. You too. You too. Thank you so much for dropping, and it's coming for a while, and for saying hello. Have a lovely walk. Vito says Grandpa was bitten from a tick too. Oh no. He was going to the doctor of scare of like also because he was scared of being infected. Okay, but luckily he was very fast with that to twist or yeah to detach right the tick from him. Oh, that's good. That's also very important. The time that you have in order to detach the tick, right? Hola Lila, hi Lila, hi hi. Peter says ticks are scared and ugly things. Yeah, like again, I have never seen one, but I know that they're like tiny spiders, right? Let's see, let's see. So, as we are talking about like five-star Pomeranians already said a lot about where to find these insects, right? So they can be found in a variety of habitats. But these can include wooded areas, so areas with with wood, grassy fields, like especially when the grass is tall, and even in urban parks and gardens. And by the way, this is very like a funny story. Well, not so funny, I guess. But do you remember? We do have here. I don't know. Probably some of you know. We do have a rooftop here, a rooftop garden here, and we have some neighbors who have a daughter. I guess like she's 4 or something, and her daughter, she has a sandbox outside on the roof garden, and she used to play when she was like 1 or 2 years, I don't know, and she used to play there a lot, but not anymore. So the sand is just yeah there, right, without being played with. And I think it was last year that our neighbor said that they had found ticks in this sandbox. Do you remember?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah. She's sorry, he
Did
said
he
that.
told you this?
He told you and you told me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah, but yeah, yeah, funny story. And
I cannot remember.
yeah, he
But
said
why in the sand?
yeah, exactly, why in the sand? Because
And
I would say it's humid, like five-star Pomeranian said. It's wet. It
the
was
good question is, where are they from? Because the
exactly,
rooftop is, of course, on the roof.
but
And
they do have grass.
yeah, but the ticks has to be born somewhere
Yeah, that's
from
a good
another tick.
question.
So
Yeah, yeah, okay.
how is it possible? Huh?
I don't know. I don't know.
They cannot fly, so
Yeah, they cannot fly. That's for sure. They cannot jump. Mm,
mm.
yeah. Wow. Yeah, but I don't know. There were ticks in the sandbox. I imagine
And
the
what did he do with the
I don't
ticks?
know. Like I don't know what he did, but you can ask him.
Mm.
But yeah, yeah, the ticks were in the sandbox, and yeah, it's well, not so great, to find something like that. To know that they cannot only be in the woods or in the grass when they're like it's not really very well like uh I don't know, like the grass is not like short and nice, right? So yeah, kind of dangerous there, right?
Maybe some one of you have or had this experience too with ticks in another place.
Yeah, like not only in the grass or in the woods, but somewhere else. Again, here we had the well, no, we didn't see this because we never let Hamtori to go to to the area where there are all these toys.
And the funny thing is also we are living in the center of a town, so we are not in the near of a garden or wood.
Yeah, but there were ticks. That's what he said.
Mm.
Hmm. Yeah. I don't
But he
know.
didn't show me the ticks.
No, yeah, I guess
So,
he told you after he had
oh,
been, he had removed them.
mm.
So yeah, of course, oh, sorry, I lost my track of thought. Yeah, so they can be also even found in urban parks and gardens, and they are, as Fire Pomeranians said, they are most active in warm and humid conditions, and their activity typically peaks in the spring and the summer. So of course, every time that I start hearing from ticks in Germany, it's around like April, so uh, spring. And now it's a question to you: in your country, when, like, what month of the year do you usually start hearing about, ticks, like, being a problem? Hi, Reina. Hi, welcome. I didn't say hello to you. I'm sorry. um, Five-star Pomeranian says mostly you're fine when you take them out with 24 to 48 hours. Yeah, okay. Didn't know this fact, but it's good to know that you kind of have time. Five-star Pomeranian says, but are your dogs just in the city? Here in Switzerland, we always have this problem. Always? Whoa, really? Like even in winter? Yeah, like Hamtori mostly goes, on walks, in the city. And of course, sometimes we go to the woods. There's like woods in the near, but she hasn't had any problem as of now. No. um so yeah, just wondering, in your countries, you say, for example, five-star Pomeranians, that ticks are a problem the whole year for you. So I wonder, like, don't you have like a certain month where they are like, okay, it's I don't know, February, ticks are getting more and more. Hi, little bit Phoenix. A five-star Pomeranian says no, from 8 degrees. Yeah, okay. I guess that's warm enough for them. That's kind of cold. I feel like, for me personally. I don't know, but I usually hear it like in Germany, and yeah, in April. On April, they start speaking about tick season. Hello from Little. Oh, hi, Little. Where are you joining us from? We're talking about ticks. Five-star Pomeranian says, but forest fields always have ticks. Yeah. But again, we have never, like, we've always been lucky, and she has, Hamtari has never had any sort of problem. Hi, Mini Pink Chloe, 2016. Nice to have you here. Reina says, Reina wears het hetic hetics bracelet. Oh, so you mean like a collar since the end of March? Is it like a collar for the neck, or like a bracelet here for the leg? Because I had never heard of this method. That would be interesting. Little bit Phoenix says we are in Ottawa, full into tick season here. Oh, okay. So yeah, does the tick season in Ottawa start like in April or before that? That is an interesting question. Oh yeah, the neck. Yeah. There are, the colors. And yeah, we're gonna talk about also like prevention methods. And yeah, of course, colors are very common, preventing them. Yeah, okay. Faster Pomeranian says, yeah, they also use EM colors. What does EM stand for, if I may ask? Gary says, a tick collar sounds like a good idea. Yeah, it seems to be very popular. But yeah, we personally don't wear any type of color for Hamtori. We do not like colors in general, right? But yeah, we'll tell you more about that and our experience with tick prevention. Yeah, so we talk about the Camille gardens. They love it when it's hot and humid. So mostly we start talking about ticks on spring and summer. Ticks, as I mentioned, they cannot jump, they cannot fly, but what they can do very well is crawl onto the host or to the body, right, from the plants or any other object. So we are lucky they cannot jump because I don't know about you, but I am not a fan of bugs or insects of any sort. I just don't like those tiny little spiders that you sometimes like see walking, and you think, oh gosh, I hope that they don't come at me, and then they just jump at you like from, I don't know, like almost 1 meter, and you're like, what? Like, how does a tiny spider jump in such a long distance? So yeah, I don't like that. Hi, Rolf the Dachshund. Hi, perritos. Hola, perritos tiernos 4000. Reina, oh, did you send us a link for the color? That looks like it. Thank you so much. Faster Pomeranian says it's like kind of stones which swings. Which swings. Okay, I'm not quite sure I'm following you, five-star Pomeranians. Can you maybe explain?
Sounds like homeopathic, something like this,
I don't know. It's kind
like
of stones which swings. I'm not quite sure I understand
with
that.
electric swings, or which
Okay.
swings?
Yeah, I'm not
I
sure.
cannot imagine.
Gary says, I don't like colors either for my dogs. Yeah, like luckily there are other methods to prevent ticks. We're gonna talk about those. Kiko says Kiko takes a tablet for ticks and flea every month. Yeah, that's also a nice method that some use. I didn't know about this medication that you can give your dog, or giving an injection to your dog for ticks. I didn't know that about that. I knew uh, yeah, no, that's not the method that I knew. And I might be informing myself about that more, because yeah, the method that we used, it was not as cool. They had like very bad side effects to Hamtori, and yeah, I don't think that was good for her at all. Five-star Pomeranian says, yes, it's natural. Just look up. We always try the natural way before using chemical. Oh, that's great. That's great, Five-star Pomeranians. We are also the same. So, of course, always happy to hear more about natural solutions and, yeah, prevention methods. Hi, Lucky. Hi. Welcome, welcome. So, yeah, let's skip on the conversation. And yeah, of course, some tick species or some tick types are more host specific than others. um, and many types will feed on a variety of different types of host or bodies, yeah, or living things, right? So of course, what makes them super dangerous is this disease transmission, right? That they can transmit a variety of diseases to the host, right, to the human, and they can include Lyme, the Lyme disease that Gary just talked about a little bit, Rocky Mountain spotted fever, and tick-borne encephalitis. So yeah, of course there are more, and we will talk about them. And the they can. That's also a very interesting thing, because I actually thought that the ticks were um like bringing with them, and they do, they were generating these diseases, and they were transmitting them to the host, right, or to the dog. But I found that they take actually these diseases um, from sick animals or mammals that they attach themselves to. So it's not the ticks themselves, but they do grab these diseases from other animals that they have bitten, and they transmit these diseases to other animals or humans that they bite. And yeah, that was mind blowing for me. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know about insects, and I do not inform myself on them. But yeah, that was interesting to me, that they just like serve as a channel, just transmitting these diseases. They don't produce them themselves. And yeah, of course, they can transmit them to different hosts if they bite different hosts, right? So yeah, that is an interesting and very dangerous fact about ticks. So of course, we said that they typically crawl onto a body, right, from the plants or from an object, and they look for a good location to attach themselves, right? And the areas, or the common areas where they attach themselves, are the areas with a thin skin and with less hair. So, for example, they would love to be on the ears, on the neck, on the face, and on the paws of your dog, right? So, of course, yeah, I guess by Hamtori the ears are not as good a not such a good example, but yeah. And one interesting fact is that I read this a long time ago, is that they, for example, when your dog goes on a walk, they usually sniff on everything, right? So the nose is the part of the body that is mostly in contact with the plants or anything that on the floor, right? So the ticks will mostly start their way from the from the mouth of your dog or the nose. And sometimes if you're lucky and you can find them or spot them easier, or in a more or in a yeah, or more easily, then they just stay in this part of your dog, right? But of course they can just crawl after. It's like, leave me alone, I don't want you to touch my face. Of course the tick can just like walk all the way to the neck, right? Well, where there might not be as much hair, but of course, in this case, Hamtori has a lot of fur, so I guess that's not a good feeling for the ticks. But of course, the paws are a good part, and of course, what I try also to check on Hamtori is this part, because this part, hey, go has no hair at all, and also the I don't know, yeah, I know, under here, like here, the, I don't know, like the armpit. So these parts where the skin is very thin and it doesn't have a lot of fur, that is the favorite part of to locate themselves or to attach themselves for ticks. And yeah, that's interesting. That would be also an interesting question, Vito. Where did your dad find this tick on you? Where was it located? uh, so Reina says, I use the color because there isn't poison in it. It's a natural product and doesn't harm the little dogs. Oh, that's cool. It's good to know. Like, good to know that these methods are, the colors are not only chemical, but can also be like, or have some sort of natural solution, right? Five-star Pomeranian says, but last year we used Bravecto. Uh-huh. Very chemical, but after catching like 30 ticks on 4 dogs in one walk, I was pissed. Okay, okay. Like, why were you pissed? Why? Because it was so effective, or why?
Yeah, I guess he had too much work to
Yeah, okay.
get rid of them.
Oh, Bravecto. I had never heard of it. Bravecto. Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Does
but
it? No?
but sounds chemical.
Yeah, of course. Sounds like a pharmaceutical product. Yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah. Sorry about that. Five-star Pomeranians. Yeah. Oh,
And how was dogs with this product? Did they had any side effects? 5-star Pomeranian?
yeah. Yeah. That's also a
This
good
would be
question.
a good information because
Yeah. Yeah. We will talk about this when we talk about the prevention methods. So yeah. Anyways, we were talking about the parts where that the ticks love, and yeah, we were saying, so the ears, the face, the neck, right, the paws. And of course, once they found a very nice location for them, they will insert this, like, I don't know, like the mouth parts into the skin of your dog, and they will begin to feed, right? And yeah, so that's their modus operandi. Yeah, it sounds terrible, but it is like this, it is like this. But on the positive side, they are not as quick, so they crawl, right? Of course, in Hamtori, well, they will have an easy job, right? Because she's so tiny. But they start crawling again. They cannot jump. They cannot fly. So usually, in the first hours, as my understanding, they crawl into the location that they find the best. So that means you still have time to explore the dog, right? To see if they have, hi, City Bella. Hi, we're talking about ticks. Maybe you can tell us where you're from. yeah, anyways, they crawl into your dog, and they start looking for this, this place or this location where they will attach themselves. And you normally would have a couple of hours to identify them if you explore your dog after the walk. And if you're lucky, they still haven't attached themselves, and you can just like take them, right, and get away, or sorry, get rid of them. But yeah, after some time, if they find the location that they want, they will just attach themselves and start taking the blood of your dog. Oh my gosh, that sounds so horrible. But yeah, oh my god, City Bella, I think, uh, Bella, come on, it's in your name, you are a Bella, you are beautiful, come on. But thank you so much. I put the product for the ticks. Oh yeah, what kind of product do you use? Mikiko says, in Portugal. Oh, you're in Portugal. He has Provector, but here, oh, okay, you're in the UK, but, okay. But here in the UK, the vet prescribed NexGard Spectra. What is this kind? Is this some sort of like liquid, or is it like a medicine that you give to your dog in the food, or how is it, Kiko? Bella says, I'm from Belgium. Oh, nice, nice, nice. For all the, greetings from Germany to Belgium. I want to go to Belgium soon. We have to do that. We want to go to so many countries. We got a full agenda. 5-star Bombardian says, no, we didn't have side effects, but it's pure chemical. It's like the stupid worm medicine, which the vet tells you to give it to your dog 4 times per year. Also, pure chemical. We always try to avoid. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. I think they should really like come up with more methods, right? At least they should be more recognized if they are just as effective as chemicals, right? Because, for example, for us, it's kind of difficult, uh, because we like traveling, and for some countries they do require this uh, tick prevention medicine that you give to your dog. And I don't know, I don't think that natural preventive methods could be recognized for an official like health certificate, from the government. I don't think so.
No, they're not.
So exactly, so it's a pity, because sometimes your doggy is not or does have very very bad side effects, and well, you cannot do something about it, because if you want to travel with your dog, or if a certain entity is asking for this requirement, then you cannot do anything about it, and you have to apply those methods, right? So it's a pity, it's a pity. This medicine, but last year, no chance. Okay. City Bella says thanks. No, thank you. Hi, Brunette. Hi, hi. Welcome, welcome. Where are you joining us from? City Bella says liquid. Oh, it's a liquid. Okay. Okay, so I guess it's a liquid that you put on the back of your dog, right? Like a liquid here, and it just like spreads itself. Yeah, we use that as well. Not a good experience. Vito says, my dad found a tick on my neck, nearly my head jawline. Oh, yeah, see? So ticks love these parts that are not as hairy, like the face and the paws, and where the hair is just short or shorter normally. So yeah, not a cool thing, not a cool thing. Tablets, okay? Your method was tablets. And did Kiko like eat them? Like, well, ciao, Mary. Ciao, ciao, Pedrino. Buona
Ciao,
serata.
ciao. Buonasera.
Yeah. Oh, City Bella says we can meet. Yeah. Whenever we go to Belgium, we'll let you know. We'll let you know. Hey, Bella, we're going to Belgium. Let's meet. 5-star Floriana says Bravecto is like a pill. Okay, so like a pill that you give to your doggy when in the food, I guess. Ciao, Mayra. Hey, Hamtori. Hi, ciao, ciao, ciao. I will have to learn a couple of Italian common phrases to communicate with Mary and Pedrino. I feel so stupid when they come in and they start just telling me super nice things, because they always do, and then I am not able to reply to them. So I might just start learning Italian. Yeah, it should not be that difficult. Um, but yeah. Anyways, going back to the ticks. So yeah, they of course they feed from the blood of the dog, right? And of course the blood will provide them with the nutrients that they need to survive and develop. You know what we said, that they need this, of course, to feed themselves in order to get to the next stage of their life cycle, right? And interesting fact is that they, when they start feeding, they produce this kind of like substance that is kind of like cement, and this helps them to be strongly or more strongly attached in the place where they chose, right? And this will prevent them to just fall down. So yeah, that's also interesting. They don't only need their mouth to be attached, but they also have this substance that helps them to attach themselves into the body. So they will start to cut into the skin of your dog, and they will insert these, the mouth parts of them into a blood vessel, and they will just start like soaking, right? This blood like Dracula and like a vampire. Oh gosh. So yeah, this feeding process can last from days until weeks, and of course it will depend on the type of tick, and of course on the availability of the body, right, that they are feeding from. So yeah, interesting thing. And of course during this time, weeks, days, they can transmit these horrible diseases that we've been mentioning. And yeah, some of them, we mentioned some of them. I'm sorry if I don't pronounce this correctly. I am no doctor and no specialist in this, but okay, I will try. Lyme disease, ehrlichiosis, anaplasmosis, Rocky Mountain spotted fever, and babesiosis. We will talk about them and get a little bit deeper into the common symptoms of those later or next week, because I see that the time is almost over. But yeah, probably next week we'll have to continue this conversation. And yeah, anyways, um, the common symptoms of some of these diseases can be like fever, lethargy, so that your dog is just like super tired, they don't really want to do anything, they lose their appetite, they don't want to eat, and some others. But usually it's like this, so you can expect fever, tiredness, and loss of appetite. And yeah, and this can, in very very severe cases, this can lead to organ failure, also neurological problems, so problems in the brain, and even to the death. So of course you need to be very very careful to with these arachnids, because yeah, it's crazy. Such a small living thing can cause so much damage, and crazy, crazy, crazy. Oh, Mary, oh, I wish I understood. Se tanta confusione no posso ascoltar. I guess she's saying she's not understanding, but yeah. Oh, I guess, yeah. One day I will learn Italian to communicate with my friends Mary and Pedrino. Reina says Reina wants to go out for her walk. We will join you later if you're still live. Otherwise, bye and good night. Thank you so much for joining, Reina. Enjoy your walk. And if we're not live, we will continue this conversation next week, because there's still a lot to talk about this topic. And of course, yeah, I see this is a big problem for all of you. So, thank you so much, and have a good night. Buona serata. Yeah, buona serata, Mary e Pedrino. Thank you so much for coming. So, grazie mille. And yeah, I guess I will start wrapping it up for today. But let's see, we can talk a little bit more about yeah, the topic, right? So of course, the best way to protect your dog against ticks is to prevent, right? So it's better to prevent your dog getting bitten by one of these arachnids instead of trying to take it out, because it does require some sort of like knowledge to do this. So of course, we have been talking about it. There are measures to prevent this, like tick repellents. There are colors, which seems to be very popular. And of course, what has worked for me as well have been the regular tick checks. So whatever, for example, today we have been, or we were in the woods, right? And right after that, right after the walk, I started inspectioning Hamtori's whole body, the whole body, to see if she had been bitten and if she had some sort of insect, not only ticks, but some sort of insect or whatever, and see if she had been bitten or yeah, I guess like harmed by anything. And luckily, I didn't find anything. But that's usually, in my opinion, one of the best prevention methods to regularly check after each walk if they have had or if they have some ticks or whatever, because as far as I read, they do not bite immediately. They do take their time to find the best location and start, attaching themselves. So, of course, if you find a tick on your dog, it's important to remove it as soon as possible using tweezers. Of course, whatever, like if it's attached or not, it's always best to, to just remove it using tweezers. Or there are also some removal tools, and we do have one. We will show you that when we talk about the prevention and how to get rid of them if they have already bitten your dog. But of course, it's important to grasp the tick as close to the skin of your dog as possible and pull very gently but firmly to avoid leaving any sort of parts. And you have said that in several times that you should pull them, yeah, slowly, but still, like as like firmly, but not in order not to leave some sort of parts of the tick in the body of your dog, because they might still, this might still cause diseases. And yeah, of course, if you are scared or you are not sure how to do this, it's always best to consult your vet and get some help on that matter. But yeah, that's just like the overview for the prevention. So let's see. Let's see. Okay, we don't have any more comments. I see on YouTube. Nope. All right. All right. So I think we will leave it here, because I don't think we can start talking about the different methods, prevention methods today. I don't think we will finish that, but we can talk about it next week. And of course, we are always happy to hear more about natural methods. If you personally use or know any natural method to prevent ticks or repel ticks, please let us know. We are always open. We can, create um, a sort of like list, right, of these methods, because we are very into these methods that are not as chemical and that might not cause, or might cause just little to no side effects. And in my opinion, as you 5-star Pomeranians, they are the best. So yes, we're always open. We're always looking for these solutions. And if you know or personally use one of these, yes, please do let us know. But apart from that, I just want to thank you all for joining us today, even though it was 30 minutes later. But I was, I don't know. Does it work for you? If it doesn't, just yeah, let us know, and maybe we can go back to 9. But we thought it would be better if we hold this at 9:30 um, CEST, so Central European Time. So yeah, if it doesn't work, just yeah, let us know, and maybe we can change this. But yeah, apart from that, thank you so much again. If you want to check out a new video of YouTube tomorrow, there's a new video in Hamburg, the first day of Hamtori in Hamburg. If you want to check that out, please do. And yeah, otherwise, yeah, have a good night. Thank you for joining. And we are super happy to talk to you next week, yeah, at 9:30. All right, all right. So reading, oh yeah, I'm tired. Reading some comments, some last comments. So Gary says, very interesting topic though. Keep the doggy safe. Yes, yes, we will keep on this conversation. This is not the end, but yeah, we are really into this topic because yeah, informing myself and hearing from the community what your experiences are, that always helps, right? Tinky says, thanks for this live. Till next Saturday. Till next Saturday. Thank you for coming. Vito says, next idea, how cancel ticks off the planet. Yeah, it's a good idea. Well, I don't
It's
know.
funny because I had the same
You had the same thought?
thinking.
Okay.
Yeah. Should
That-
be possible, yeah, with a virus.
right, come
with a
on.
virus
I
for that
mean,
ticks.
ticks exist for a reason, right?
But okay,
I don't
this
know. I don't know
I want
why,
to
but
hear
that
next
there
weekend.
must there must be a good reason why they exist.
Okay.
But everything exists for a reason, right? So I guess we'll just have to keep up with it. 5-star for Evan says, yes, check EM color. Kokosfat Schwarz Kümmel. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. I will try to check these out. Hold on. Let's see if
Yeah, I know this focus.
EM color, Kokosfat. So we actually have cocos,
Yeah.
like cocos fat. Yeah. Coconut, you mean? Thanks for the light. No, thank you for coming, Kiko. I love having you here. And yeah, I love seeing all your comments. And Gary says, enjoy the rest of the weekend. You too. Mwah! Thank you so much for being here. Right? Right? Say goodbye. 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 Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Always nice to hear from you. Alrighty.
Till tomorrow on YouTube.
Yeah, till tomorrow on YouTube and till next Saturday on the live. Okay. Mwah! Bye bye. Have a good night or good day. Bye. That's it. Okay. And bye bye, YouTube. Bye bye.